Hi, my name's Kim Diaz. Welcome to the Educational Solutions Parenting Go-To channel. This is segment 11 of the Human Canvas series, helping you to understand your child as much as you love them. Today we will be covering parenting styles and guidelines. Each segment will range between 7 and 10 minutes in length and will focus on what to expect from your child and what you can do to make this childhood the best it can be for both of you. This information provides a general composite of parenting and results of those who parent within those styles. These are not indicative of every parent or every child, but rather a format of reference. Please remember that this is a guideline for age and stage specifics. If your child shows signs of concern in any area of development, please contact your child's pediatrician for further consideration. Since our last week's segment was on self-esteem and discipline versus punishment, I thought I'd continue this week with a reminder that discipline is a lifestyle, and what better way to talk about than parenting styles. There are 4 distinct parenting styles: the uninvolved or neglectful parent, the permissive indulgent parent, the authoritarian parent, and the authoritative parent. The uninvolved or neglectful parent almost speaks for itself. They are absent and passive. They choose not to parent. They are self-absorbed and uninterested in their children. Their children are left to parent themselves and even their siblings in some cases. In most cases where there aren't any other family members to step in and fill the parental role, the situation can become very problematic and at times disastrous. This is the worst form of parenting and can have the worst outcomes. Moving on to the permissive indulgent parent, we see the following characteristics. Rules aren't enforced or clearly communicated. This parent yields to coercion, whining, or nagging by the child. There is an inconsistency with discipline. They ignore or accept the bad behavior by the child, and then they hide their impatience, anger, or annoyance. There are few demands or expectations for mature or independent behavior, and the parent glorifies the importance of free expression of impulses or desires by the child. They basically let them do what they want to do. Now let's look at the characteristics of those children of the permissive indulgent parent. These children have impulsive or aggressive behavior. They're resistive to adults. They lack self-control and are low in self-reliance and achievement skills. They are moody and domineering and can be aimless with very low goal planning. This is not a healthy parenting choice and can have unhealthy results. The next 2 types of parenting styles look similar in spelling. When I taught this class in college, I shared this formula as a guide to understanding the types and remembering the difference. Authoritarian and disciplinarian both end in IAN, whereas authoritative and the word give both end in IVE. One is negative, one is positive. Let's look at the authoritarian model first. This parent's characteristics are very rigid in practice. They enforce the rules, they punish bad behaviors, they show anger and don't consider the child's opinions or wants, they rule with harshness without mutual consideration of their child's position or feedback. They believe and act like it's their way or the highway. Children of this type of parenting display conflicted or irritable behavior. They are fearful, apprehensive, moody, unhappy, easily annoyed, passively hostile, aimless, and very vulnerable to stress. Their moods can fluctuate from aggressive and unfriendly to sulky withdrawal. This is also negative parenting with very negative results. This last parenting style involves a parent's head and heart, but has the best possible results and positive impact on their child's short and long-term growth and development. In essence, when you are an authoritative parent, you get what you give. You reap what you sow, and your payoff is great because of your investment of time and patience. Authoritative parents firmly enforce rules. They confront misbehavior, but don't yield to coercion. They rather show disapproval in response to bad behavior, yet they show approval and support of their child's good behavior. Rules are clearly communicated. Authoritative parents consider the child's wishes and listens to a child's thoughts and opinions. They validate them. They respect and validate their child. Choices are offered as a form of compromise. Authoritative parents are involved and responsive. They expect mature and independent behavior appropriate for the child's age. They plan mutual family activities and set educational standards and family roles and rules. Happy parent, happy child. The children of authoritative parents are energetic, friendly, self-reliant, self-controlled, and cheerful. They have higher energy levels and they cope well with stress. They show interest and curiosity in new situations. They're cooperative with adults. They make purposeful decisions and are goal-oriented. This parenting style is a win-win for all. Keep in mind that children are children, no matter what. As they grow and develop, they will need guidance, as they will make mistakes. We all did, and we still do. We're human. In order to make your family the best it can be, there are some basic guidelines for using consequences to unacceptable behavior. Be firm and kind. Use respectful words. Talk less and don't argue. Make it clear when there isn't a choice due to safety factors. Let your child be responsible for their choice when they're given options. Remember at times they make a bad choice, but they're not a bad person. And be patient with yourself and your child. Use I messages rather than you messages. You messages put children down and create blame, like you made a mess. I messages show respect, and there are 3 parts to an I message: the when part, the I feel part, and the because part. This describes the unwanted behavior and also can provide a solution, like, when the floor is wet, I feel worried because someone could slip and get hurt. Please wipe up a spill if you see it. When our schedules are beyond busy, which they are today, it's very important to make family time, even if it's only 10 or 15 minutes a day. It's also important to include everyone in creating the family rules. Some ideas to discuss can be including kids' activities that they do, their allowances, chores, rules for when their friends visit, using the phone, the computer, and of course social media, TV and video games, homework, or any other topic that your family may be involved in. I've given you a lot to think about in this important segment, so we'll take a break for now. Next week's segments will cover misbehavior goals and consequences, and also parenting tweens and teens. So until then, stay well, stay healthy, and take a deep breath. Remember, happy parent, happy child.